Alright, we're gonna talk a little bit about this 9mm right here. I know y'all been watching some of my videos and you probably would say I'd just be wandering off, but any and everything in life always have a story behind it. You know, me being me, I always seem to be in different scenarios for the good, not always the bad. You know what I'm saying? This gun right here, I rarely ever carry this gun. I carry it, but I don't carry it a lot because this gun right here, it has a it has a sad story behind it, man. Like, you know, I like this gun. It shoots good. You know, it shoots good. Um, it's a little subcompact. You know, little pocket rocket. It's light as hell. You know what I'm saying? Has a titanium slide on it. It's a 10 round plus one magazine. You know what I'm saying? You can see right there, it say 10. You know, it's a 10 round magazine. One in the pipe. Um, it's a good shooting gun. You know, you got your nice size sights on here, front and rear. Got good sights on it. You know, good sights. You know what I'm saying? This gun, yeah, come all the way to right there for it to reset, and then you back in it. You got a nice little travel on it, and it's not an ambidextrous gun. You know what I'm saying? Push on this side for your mag release. That's your safety right there. Break down here, pull the trigger, the slide comes up. Like, you know, all my stuff, I break down everything and I clean up everything. Make sure all my stuff got oil in it. I play with them so much you can see sometimes the oil just starts coming around. So that lets you know that this was done real good. Alright. It's a good gun here. 9mm PT111. If you want something subcompact, look into something like this. This could be ladies or gentlemen or first time shooters coming out, you know, and they just want something to protect themselves. This gun right here, this gun right here would do just as good as any of the big full size or compact guns out there. This little subcompact pocket rocket right here can be somebody's worst nightmare. I tell you, like, you know, any gun you come up on and you're on the opposite end of that right there, it could be bad. But to have something that is not heavy with the full magazine, it is not heavy at all. When you got a full clip, it's good. Like, this is what you want right here. You don't need nothing all big and bulky, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything right there at your finger, you know what I'm saying? Everything about the gun is like perfect. You got your slides right here, you got your serrations on the rear, and you're ready to go, you know? But now that I'm doing this live right here, make sure ain't no round in there. Both of them right there, and I can pull the trigger. Ain't nothing in there. And it's on safety. So if you want, look into something like this. You know, they got stuff other than Taurus, you know what I'm saying? But I like this PT111. This is my second one. I had one before this one. But this gun right here is a story behind this gun. There's a story behind my first one, but, you know, I ain't going to talk about that one at all. I'm going to talk about this one right here. This one has more meaning than anything. All right? This gun right here, me and my wife, my ex-wife, we separated years ago. And we got 3 beautiful kids together. And I had a homeboy who was in the service, Korea at the time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that old. He was older than me, and he used to have his blackouts and stuff like that. He was a married man. He got kids, you know, but all his kids was grown and moved away and everything. He's on the front cover of a movie called The Mac. If y'all ever remember that, anybody out there that's watching this video and y'all know about the movie The Mac, that that joint, I think it was shot in Detroit or Chicago, and he's on the front cover of that on the front cover of that movie in a all white trench coat, and he was in the service and everything, Purple Heart, you know what I'm saying? He was a special man. Literally, he was a special man. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But me and Tut used to hang together a lot, man, and you know, like we would sit back, we would have good times and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He went through problems. He would come and talk to me when it should have really been the other way around. You know what I'm saying? My B being younger than him. You know, I should have really been going to him for a lot of stuff, but that's not how it worked, and that's not how God placed us in each other's life. You know what I'm saying? So, all in all, when me and him got together, I was hanging with a guy that he knew before he knew me, and we were all close, you know. Then he weaned himself away from the guy he was talking to before meeting me and started hanging around me a lot. And, you know, like every day, that man would show up at my house. You know, we would chill. I was living in a 2-bedroom apartment shortly after me and my ex-wife had separated. You know what I'm saying? And he always carried this. And we would all sit back, laugh, joke, you know, have a few solo cups. You know what I'm saying? And we be cooling, man. And then he'll get real quiet. You know what I'm saying? He started feeling real nice or whatever. He get real quiet. I always had to took this away from him. You know, like I mentioned before, he was in the service, you know what I'm saying? He seen some dark things, you know what I'm saying? He been in some trenches. He went through some tunnels. He went in some tunnels and, you know what I'm saying? Did some things, man. And I would always have to take this and his keys away from him and call his wife to let her know where he was at and everything like that. And time went on, some years had passed by. We were still tight, we were still close. And one day he came to my house one week. You know, I moved into another place. He moved out of the apartment and moved into a house not too far from me. And he came to my house one day and I wasn't able to see him. You know, I had some things going on or whatever. And the next day, I get a call from his wife saying that he passed away. But that's not before he placed this in my hand. Like a week before, he came to my house, and this was called Baby. Because this is what he had with him all the time. And he said he didn't want nobody else but me to have it. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. But, you know, boys being boys, they don't really get deep into conversations and shit. They just be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But if I could rewind the time, I would have really sat down and asked him, you know, what's really going on with him or whatever, because, you know, he wasn't the same person, you know what I'm saying? Well, a week after that, like I said, he came to the house the day before, and I couldn't get up with him. I was, you know, doing me. And the next day, man, he passed away on me, you know? And I went to his funeral, you know, I stayed close by his wife and everything like that. And we talked, man, and like I said, he was a special man, you know. I'm gonna say, like, when you run across certain friends, man, and they sincere, they being 100. They give you the shirt off their back just as well as you would give them yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the shit you treasure, man. And neither one of us took a life with this motherfucker right here, but he has done a whole lot for this country. You know what I'm saying? And like that's why this right here, I would never ever never part away with this gun right here. There's no dollar amount for this gun right here. No one can get this gun right here. I barely shoot it. I keep it clean. Everything. Like, that's to me, that's sentimental value, because I know the relationship me and that man had. You know what I'm saying? We talked about a whole lot of stuff. He told me a whole lot of stuff for the life that I was in. You know what I'm saying? And it kept my head above water. Even when I got into situations, I was so headstrong and so smart and fully knowledgeable on what was going on that I knew how to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? And if it weren't for him, I wouldn't be able to do the shit that I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? Just on the strength of things, that, how he was. You know what I'm saying? Like, he took me in and was calling me Junior. You know what I'm saying? Like I was his son. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it was. You know what I'm saying? And to have a small portion of who he was, like, I load this thing up with 10 rounds. You know what I'm saying? And each round means something. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is on this level of things right here with this particular firearm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just a gun. It's not just something that I take to the range and it's flat shooting, or it's dead on target every time or whatever. This, you might as well say, every time I shoot it is a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm reliving his moments. You know what I'm saying? So when you come across good friends, they don't have to give you one of these and nothing. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Just look into that shit, man, because you never know when that's the last time you may be around that person or you see that person. You know what I'm saying? Somebody call you or whatever. You might have 1,001 things going on. Pick up the phone, man, because it could be something real important. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know when it's your last days, man. And, like me missing out on him coming to see me that one last time and I wasn't available, that kind of fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? It really do. It kind of fuck with me at times, you know what I'm saying? But I got to look through it. I got to push through it, you know what I'm saying? All I know is I can say that he watching over me now, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I had to put this one up there. It's a gun review, yeah. You know what I'm saying? The 9mm PT111. You know what I'm saying? 10 round, double stack magazine, safety. You know what I'm saying? It's a subcompact gun. You know what I'm saying? But there was a heartfelt story behind this particular firearm right here. You know what I'm saying? It's made by Taurus, but every time I had to put my hands on this, it was to keep him calm from what he was going through. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want that man behind the wheel or nothing like that. You know, we had a circle of people. We would sit around and listen to music and have our solo cups, telling stories and laughing and joking. But it was signs that he would give that only I guess I could pick up. And I acted on it. I didn't hesitate or nothing. The next day, if he spent the night or whatever, he got everything that he came there with. I handed right back to him. But in his last day, he handed it to me, and I never had to let it go again. It's always been with me. I'm gonna go ahead and end that on that note. Y'all have a good one, man. Peace, love, and happiness.